What's going on, everybody? It's your boy E.B. Patterson coming at you today with a little light video. Today I want to talk about three very important things that I regret. Me and somebody was having a conversation about having regret, and then at the end of the conversation, we came to a conclusion that to have regret, for one, is a bad thing. When it's done and you get over it, you move on. And as adults, even as some of our children, we all know that's the case, or that's supposed to be the case. But what about those times when it's not that easy? What about those times when you can't just get over something or let it go or forget it so easily how society say you should? What should you, where will you go? What should you do? Well, in this little video right here, I'm going to give three things that I regret in my life, and then I'm going to throw it away. I'm probably never going to talk about it again. Not unless it's for educational purposes, or, I'm in the process of writing a book right now, so not unless it's like something for a project I'm doing or something like that. In my individual life, I won't never talk about this again. One of the first things I regret is, now again, in the story, I'm going to say some very intimate details in my life, that some things I either went through or I did or experienced that I highly regret. And if I could turn back the hands of times, I would. The first thing that I highly regret is the fact of me not knowing the power of addiction in our community. Addiction has played so many shapes, forms, and fashions in our communities, right under our noses, until it became to a part where it was on almost every one of our family members. Somebody or something had something to do with some type of addiction. That's crazy. And I know we're not the ones who invented it. We're not the ones who made it. We're not even the ones who brought it into the communities. But we did play a role. I'm going to tell y'all something. Again, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say my piece, and I'm never going to mention it again. This is one of the things when it comes to addiction that I regret the most. And I swear to God, if I had a chance, even almost had a chance to do it differently, I would. When I was about 17, I met my biological father. For those of y'all who don't know, I was a foster child when I was younger, taken from my mother, child abuse. Going through different foster homes, different group homes. So I finally got adopted, found a family to raise me, two-parent household. I came out pretty rounded. I got my bullshit with me like anybody else, but I think I came out pretty good. Anyway, I met my biological father when I was about 17. By that time, I was hustling hard in them streets. I was, it wasn't even no petty corner hustling. I was doing some things in them streets of Harlem. What I regret the most is when it comes to addiction, I didn't see it at that time. I met my biological father when I was 17. I would say between 4 to 6 months later, I opened up a whole drug spot and a bootleg liquor spot in his apartment. Literally. But it's funny, right? Because not only I regret that, I regret not seeing his addiction. I regret not seeing the severity of his addiction. I don't even know if at that age whether I exploited his addiction or not, because I'm doing my thing. and he had an addiction, and I don't know. But if I could change something, that's something I would change. Addiction has played a role in so many of our households in the community. Not only in Black America, in white America, from so many different walks of life, from so many different parts. Man, addiction has been a big, powerful beast. And to a wide extent, we still haven't been able to tame that beast. I was so much part of an addiction. But it's funny, right? For all of us hustlers and, chasing the bag dudes and all of that, what y'all need to know is y'all addicted to. I ain't never tried a drug other than weed in my life. I never even experimented. And for those who know me, I don't even drink. I can't stand alcohol. I never even experimented with a drug in my life outside of marijuana. But I was so addicted to that lifestyle. I was so addicted to that money. I was so addicted to the power that, having work in the hood or money in my pocket or whatever bought me. I don't know if it was because I was so strived to power, so much of my life, or I didn't know I don't know. But as a grown man and looking in hindsight, man, I wish I would have never did that. I wish I would have never did that. So that's one of the main things I regret in my life. Not seeing how addiction plays a part, or should I say played a part, in my life from so many different avenues. I'm talking about from my biological father to my biological mother, to so many friends, family members. And anybody from y'all communities, y'all probably know exactly what I'm talking about, especially in the communities of Harlem, New York City, the Bronx, and all of that. Where I'm from, what I know, my experience over there, man, addiction, drugs, and that whole thing is so whack. It might give you momentary pleasure, but addiction catch up with you in the long run. One way or the other, once you play a role in it, even if you're just a dealer, that's just as bad as the user. Believe me, I know. Because the trouble that I got into being the dealer, I still can't do a lot of the stuff that the trouble a dude who was using, all of his, his past and his criminal records and all of this, all of the shit he can't do. Guess what? I never used no drugs. But I can't do them things neither. So how did I come out on top being the one who didn't use? It's all fucked up. The dealer, the user, the suppliers, the people who push the propaganda of drugs, all you fake ass bosses. Man, y'all niggas ain't doing nothing but getting a couple dollars for the second. Why don't y'all use this and build up wealth in the community? Do shit like that. But back to this addiction thing, that's one of the things I regret the most that I played a part of. Another thing that I regret the most, that I played a role in my life, is that I didn't build something more for my kids outside of being a cool dad, or a dad who was financially able to make sure y'all fly or ate whatever y'all want or whatever. Man, I didn't steal shit other than that. Now, me being a grown-ass man, I know this. I mean, I think I did pretty good and pretty decent on how to carry yourself, your mannerisms and things like that. But I didn't do too good when it came to things to make sure I showed them and taught them to make sure their kids is good even after me. I don't know if I did too good. That's definitely something I regret. I do know one thing though. I'm trying now. I am trying. I'm doing better. I'm living better. I just did my little working out. I'm trying to feel better. Taking care of myself like I've been. And if my higher power allowed me the opportunity to show you something better outside of all of that other sucker shit of the streets, if my higher power allowed me that opportunity to do it, then I promise I will. So that's one of the things that I definitely regret. You know what I'm saying? I could have, you know, I instilled some things in my children, but I could have been something greater when it came to them. So, and I know that. I mean, you know. And one more thing that I'm gonna put in this video that I highly regret. I regret playing a big role in the non-unity that my community had. So many people was around us hurting, hungry, broken, dispirited, mental anguish, so much. And all I was worrying about was myself, being selfish, trying to make sure only me and my kids stay fly. You know. And even if I helped others, at that time, my dumb ass thought I was helping them by allowing them to do what I was doing to feed their kids. Or, you know, I thought, you know, that's all I had to offer. I don't kick myself in the ass for that. But I regret not seeing so much during that time that I know I could have played a hell of a role in that would have helped my community, you know. For y'all YouTubers out there who talk about all of them Pookies and talk about all of those Ray Rays, that's one aspect of the spectrum, to talk about the Pookies and the Ray Rays. The other point of that spectrum is to help the Pookie and the Ray Rays. For y'all Pookies and Ray Rays that's out there, y'all responsibility is to realize how you doing your community a disservice. How you are a part of that whole Pookie and Ray Ray rave. I had to realize that. I like sex just as much as any other man. I just don't think I just want to do it as so casually and so easily and with so many as much as others. I mean, I see the dumb shit in that. I see the, you know what I mean? When you grown, once you grown, you can't ungrown. Because once you grown and you're and you doing ungrown shit, now at that point you just being a whole dummy. Can't even blame nobody. You can't point no fingers. So I regret not seeing so much that was around me that I know I probably could have helped, stopped, understood, given a listening ear or whatever else. I played a part in my community, and I played a hell of a part in my community. For those that know me, they know what I'm talking about. I played a hell of a role in my community, but the role I played, it helped people with momentary gains. You know, shit for that minute. You know, put a little bit of food in your house at the time, or you know, go get fly, go shopping, you know, shit like that. But at no point did we build minds as a man and try to establish something great. At no point did we invest all of that money that we were seeing into something that's unbreakable amongst us as men, as black men. And I regret that. Do I see it as too late for that? Nah, I'm in the game. I'm in the game, Nick. I'm trying to do that. Shoot a 3. And what I mean by that shoot that 3 is I'm trying to shoot a shot. A shot that could be more than nothing, man. If I could, I would start something that's so great, that's so phenomenal, that's so different, that's so really for the people. I don't care about all that talk. I don't care about all of that, you know, fake this and fake that. If it ain't real, it ain't nothing. There's nothing on this channel coming out my mouth, no nothing. If it ain't authentic, I don't even want to be around it. I don't even want to be around myself if I feel like I'm not being authentic. I don't want to be around a woman who I feel like ain't being authentic. I love to shit up my kids. But if I feel like at any point they're not being real with me, it's not authentic, let's love. Like, let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's, you know, man. But the title of this video is 3 things that I highly regret that I've done in my life. So I'm going to leave it at 3 things. Maybe in a later date I'll say some other shit. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Stay woke. Keep y'all head up. And y'all know I love y'all. Your higher power love you. And if you knew, like how I knew, you would love you. Peace.